Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and I'm here with my weekly Moon Day Oracle message. This is a message for the collective, for the energy or theme of the week, giving us a bit of divine insight and a little bit of guidance into, what we need to know or what we can expect as we move through this energy. Doing these readings is just really a way for me to kind of share and help out with providing a little bit of insight and awareness into what we all really need to know. When we have that awareness, it does give us the ability to come into more of a harmonious flow with what is going on, with the energy, and kind of, allowing us to really work with it versus against it and just being completely unaware of it. So these are not individualized personal readings that I'm doing here today. It is, again, a generalized overview for the week. I do offer personal readings. If you are interested, you can send me a private message. You could do that through my website, www.magicalme.com, or you could go over to Facebook, Magical Me, and contact me there as well. And we can set something up. We can also discuss my fees, but also the different sorts of readings that I offer, as well as any different healing sessions that I do offer as well. So if you are tuning in with me now, if you want to just send me a comment, let me know that you can hear me okay. Everything looks good on the technical end. That mic is all good to go. And I hope that you are all having a magical start to your week. I know that today is Tuesday. It is actually not Moon Day. I ordinarily do these readings on Mondays or Moon Day, but the divine timing, it always aligns how it needs to. So doing the reading today, happy Imbolc, beautiful Eleanor. Yes, we are on the eve and the precipice of February 1st, February 2nd, celebrating Imbolc, turning yet again the wheel of the year. I will talk a little bit about that, as I'm sure it's going to come up in the reading anyway, as how can it not? So I'll talk a little bit more about that in the reading. First and foremost, just going to go into, letting everybody know that I am no longer doing Facebook Live Moon Day messages, at least temporarily or for now, just kind of doing the YouTube Live from this point to just kind of see how things go with that. And the replays will always be available, although I did notice that the replays are not immediately available with the lives. Also, when you go to my YouTube channel, instead of it showing up right away in the feed for the videos that I've done, you have to actually go over to the live tab and it shows the video there once it's ready to view. So yes, I do try to always share it as soon as it's available, though, for everybody to be able to see it, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, etc. All right, so with that said, news and announcements. I like to talk about that first. Most of you already know that not only do I own and run Magical Me, but also I have a sister business with my beautiful soul sister Karen, known as Oracles of the Light. So I do kind of cross-share information. Oracles of the Light has a monthly paid membership group called the Cosmic Oracle. It opens up at the beginning of every month or the end of the month to start a new month, where we offer in a private group on Facebook for $33 a month daily oracle messages that are posted every morning for the time that you woke up, just as a collective message essentially for what we all really need to know for that day. So those messages are posted for the day every single day between myself and Karen for the entirety of the month. We also share oracular insights into any cosmic or astrological Stargate events that are going on and what we all need to know from more of an oracular perspective, just to give us that awareness as to working with the energy, what it's going to facilitate for us. And Karen is a sound therapist, so she does actually then incorporate or create a little bit of like a sound symphony that acts as a healing attunement for us with the planetary sound frequencies to align us with whatever it is that comes up in the energy forecast that we're talking about throughout the energy of the month. So if you are someone who enjoys learning more about these stargates, the different astrological gates and alignments that are happening, we do discuss mainly the major ones, if you will, or even things like we just mentioned in bulk. Everything that's important to know, we do discuss it in the group as far as doing a reading to understand more of what it's going to assist us with. So if you're interested, registration is currently open. There is an event that has been created. You could check that out on my Facebook page, either at Oracles of the Light or on Facebook Magical Me, and you can see the details and how to sign up. And once you sign up, then we'll get you added to that private group, and that $33 will be for the month, and then you decide whether or not you want to stay in for the following month or not. Okay, I think that's pretty much it as far as news and announcements go at this time. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading then. So now let me see. First thing that I think I want to do is just create sacred space together. So I like to do this in order to kind of bring us all back into that state of peace in the present moment and kind of detach from anything that's going on around us safely, just because we all are sharing energy across space and time right now if you are tuning in live. So with that said, you can do this, you don't have to do this, but you can close your eyes, you can leave your eyes open. Just going to ask you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and as you release, you're going to release your breath through your mouth. And just allow any tension in your body to begin to just fall away. Just releasing all stress, all worry. And take another deep breath in through your nose. And again, releasing. We feel ourselves anchoring and grounding deep into the earth beneath us, just letting go of all thought, all worry, all doubts, all fears, as we come into this present moment. You can place your hands on your heart as you take another deep breath in, and just really connecting with your breath, connecting with your heart, coming into your feeling, dropping out of your mind. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And so it is. All right. So today I've actually decided to work with, and once again, I should probably say this is a reading for the week of January 30th, 2023. Today is the 31st when it's being recorded. However, it is for this week. Also, we have the magic of a new month beginning tomorrow, so that's always fun when we're doing a reading for the week. So I'm working with the Transcendent Journeys Oracle by my dear friend and sister Cheryl Yambrick Rose. All of her decks are incredible. If you don't own any of them, you've got to get yourself at least one of them. They're quite powerful as well. All right, so let's go ahead and see what guidance comes forward for the collective, for the highest and greatest good for the week of January 30th, 2023, and what we all most need to know as we move through the energy of this week. Wow. So it's a number 29, which would break down numerically to be a number 11. To me, 11 is the number, it's a master number. It's considered sacred within itself. So in numerology, you don't usually break down a master number, although some people still choose to do so. They honor all of the numbers, the 2 and the 1s, or the 11. And for me, it does really speak to kind of coming into an alignment with a higher consciousness, with a higher timeline as well. I'm not sure if it was on Moon Day or not last week that I spoke about quantum leaping, how we are really entering into an entirely new time, especially with, a lot of the planetary alignments that we talk about in the Cosmic Oracle. There has been some really major key players happening. They will continue to happen this year. We also just had all planets move direct, which will be that way, no retrograde for the next couple of months until April something. So that's really a positive message about forward movement. So we're obviously in the season of Aquarius at this time too. So there's a lot of powerful things happening that are really speaking to quantum leaping. So that 11 always does make me feel like it's two pillars of a door that's really presenting itself as an opportunity for us to cross a threshold, to step into a new way, a new beginning, if you will, to align with a higher consciousness, awareness timeline, etc., quantum leaping. Also, it's about balance and unity and oneness, but also positive, powerful forward movement and manifestation. So quite a powerful number to come forward as we embark upon a new week, or I'm sorry, a new month. And with that said, we also have Imbolc tomorrow and the 2nd of February. Imbolc is an old Gaelic word that actually translates, I believe, to in the belly. Represents that life springing forth beneath the surface of the earth. Springtime, really, essentially, and the new signs of life that are beginning to stir beneath the surface and start to actually sprout their heads up above the surface. So it does speak to this new time of birth, of fertility, of movement, of beginnings, of first, just all things abundant and prosperity. So it's like, again, rising into this new way, this new life. And with that said, the card is Aspire Higher. And it says ascending consciousness. So it really does speak to us going through this period of quantum leaping, jumping. What that means is essentially jumping through a doorway or a portal that you may not even be aware of, but it has to do with the work that has been being done. And I feel like this is a great time for all of us to really stop, pause, and take stock of how far you've come, of the hard stuff that you have endured, that you have still managed to not only survive through, but thrive through. And so much so that you are able to actually make this leap, leaving behind an old timeline, an old paradigm, an old template, consciousness, program that says no more of what was created for you, of what you had to play out through old storylines. But instead, now this is the new beginning, the reset moment that allows us and you, if you so choose, because obviously free will involved, if you so choose, to live life on your terms from that fresh space of not having those karmic cycles behind you. That doesn't mean that you can't create new karma for yourself. So obviously, be mindful of what you are creating, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying. All of that is weaving your web of life and what your reality looks like. But as we quantum leap through this doorway, it's this opportunity now to move into alignment with our soul's plan, with our higher purpose. We always had that soul plan there. But again, free will. We had patterns, programs, limiting beliefs, again, karma that we all had to work through and move through. We all had to learn those valuable lessons in order to help to shed the old layers and activate us to be able to level up. Now that's where we are. We are ready to, and we level up multiple times throughout this journey, throughout this life. But this is a little different. This is speaking to us really being on this, we've gone through this breakthrough, So what I love so much about this card too is that it looks like the universe in the background there. It looks, or this galaxy that it's supposed to be, it actually looks like a blue rose. Many of you know that I do a lot of work with the rose lineage, the rose of Venus, Venus itself, and bringing forward that rose lineage and consciousness, if you will. Blue rose very specifically is quite unique, as the blue rose speaks to making the impossible possible, achieving or being limitless, if you will. It speaks to our divine sovereignty. Blue rose is connected into the Pleiades as well as planet Venus. And this energy is here to assist in our ascension. All of the roses do speak to love consciousness, or the way of love, which is something that Mary Magdalene and Yeshua taught in their lifetimes. And also their daughter, Ascended Master Sarah, actually is the embodiment of the blue rose, that integration of oneness, the attaining of that Christ consciousness. And so it's not a place of, especially if you think of Mary Magdalene being the feminine, or the feminine Christ, and Yeshua being the masculine Christ. Those two coming together, we kind of see that as individuals there, and as they're and almost like in separation, but on an individual level, we work to attain that wholeness or oneness, or remember our wholeness as we always have been holy. But that sovereign state of unbecoming all of the programs and coming back into that, when they came together in sacred union, they then birthed a child through that oneness, through that love. And with that said, she came here being already in that state of sovereignty, of oneness, of love, of wholeness. So it's about now remembering our sovereignty and working through and reclaiming our power. The blue also represents the blue ray, blue consciousness there or I should say, the blue ray of all creation, which speaks to divine will, divine truth, justice. It's kind of like the way shower, the pathfinder. So it's us coming into our sovereign, authentic truth and what we're meant to do here. But as we each individually embody that, that creates that ripple effect that then also does move through the collective consciousness and assists in the ascension of the planet. So it's quite a powerful message to be coming forward. So essentially breaking it down for you, what this means for us all going into the energy of this week is that we're meant to aspire higher. Don't settle for the old. Don't fall back into old patterns and routine. You're not there anymore. You're not meant to stay there. You are meant to ascend and grow and expand, pushing you out of your comfort zone. Not because we want to, your higher self, or, the divine wants to see what you can do. Is because this is what you were meant to do. You can't mess it up. There is no wrong path. It's only more opportunities to grow and learn. So it's all about you moving into what was always meant for you. So move forward with that knowing, from that space of, I already am. I am. And with that, the rest just paves the way. All right? So aspire higher, everybody. This week, know that things cannot remain the same. We are not the same. Whether you realize that or not, you are not the same. We've had so many activations, so many upgrades, so much of the planets are shifting and changing, and the stargates that are opening, really just helping to, as above, so below, facilitate that growth and that healing within us all, to make it possible for us to not remain in the same state of unawakeness or unawareness, and really helping to tune us in to where we're really meant to be and what we're really meant to be doing. Okay. All right, everybody, that is our Magic Moon Day message for the week. Quite potent, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And I want to say thank you to all of you who've tuned in live with me. Those of you who are catching the replay back, I apologize if you missed the live. I know that it might take a little bit to get into the rhythm of this because it is so new that I'm doing it this way instead. But I hope that you all enjoyed it. I would love, love, love to hear any feedback in the comments if you feel up to sharing anything. And I hope that you have a blessed week. Take care.